guys, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a ladder submission. We're in between tournaments right now, so I don't really have too much tournament content to be doing. Tomorrow we do have the Control Cup, so we'll have a lot more stuff this weekend to be casting. But in between that, we have a submission from Frank, so it's going to be a pretty epic game from ladder. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have playing as Blue Infernal with his Bling Bear going off. We have FrankSriracha. And spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we have playing as the red Vanguard player, his opponent, Passecanon. Alright, we have the overcharge going off. The servos are going out to take a natural, it looks like. We have the shroud going out, creeping out, just so we can get the speed boost from the shroud so that the construction of the natural will be faster. Both players are opening nothing crazy, nothing, you know, no one base all in, nothing like that. They're both opening pretty standard. We had a really fast Iron Vault from Frank, but that's kind of what you got to do now in order to be prepared for the possibility of a bunker rush. Conclave going down. Both players opening very, very normal. Just getting our worker production going. We have the barracks done. See what he chooses to make. Do we have any scouting information from either player? It looks like we have a brute going out on the map from Frank, so we can get a scout to see what his opponent is doing. A couple more servos going on to Ethereum now. Actually, quite a few, so I don't know. He must be planning something, because whenever you have this many, you know, workers, no matter what race it is, this kind of early in the game, we're just hitting 2 minutes, you know that there's going to be something that they need to mine for quickly, because we're leaving only 4 on the Luminite, and we're putting 6 on the Ethereum. So he has something in his mind he wants to do. What it is, we shall see. It looks like it is a mech bay. Now, with the amount of gas that he's trying to pump out, I want to say that, like, he probably wants to go Vulcans. Maybe get really quick Vulcans. Sentry post going up too, so he knows that he's going to have to be defending. He's planning on this. He knows he's going to be vulnerable for quite some time, probably. He doesn't want to get a run by a bunch of brutes or anything like that. And meanwhile, we have a couple more Iron Vaults going down from Frank. Only mining a little bit of Ethereum, nothing too crazy, so he's just kind of, you know, getting his economy up, pumping out units. The first Stormgate is going to be going off in about 30 seconds. We do have the brute going in, trying to get a scout off. He does see that, you know, he is kind of turtling up here. He didn't really see much. He didn't see the mech bay, I don't think. He did see quite a bit of workers, so he knows that his opponent is pretty well saturated, but he doesn't know about the main and the lack of workers. You know, because you see 12 on a natural, and you think, hey, this guy's fully saturated in both bases, but that might not always be the case. First Stormgate goes off, and it's a nice centered Stormgate. So both players do have even advantage to the Stormgate, and it's not spawning closer to one or the other. But as we saw, it looks like, you know, he's planning on being in this game for the long run. He does not think he's going to get the Stormgate, let alone be able to defend against a lot of stuff. So he's kind of turtling up. It looks like Cannon is turtling up the Stormgate. He's just letting it go. He is going to let Frank get this Stormgate. Alright. Alright, it looks like he got the Fair in from the Stormgate. I think I accidentally messed up the vision for a second. I had to fix that. But we do have a Vulcan out. So it was Vulcans, like I thought. He does have a hangar bay here. So what I think he's trying to do is to get the evac and to pick up the Vulcan and maybe do some Vulcan drops, which is like really cool. It's really annoying to deal with, but really cool to see. We have these brutes. He is going to see the Vulcan. I think he saw the evac too with that brute, so we might have an idea that this might be coming in the near future. At home, do we have any form of reaction? We do have a greater shrine. We have the Hellforge, so he can upgrade the brutes, which I think he really is going to need. Conclave, another Conclave going down, probably to be able to deal with. So he has something like these gaunts, a little bit more of them to be able to shoot up to deal with this evac. The evac is trying to sneak around now. He doesn't have any vision that this is happening, but his reinforcements are actually going to see it, so he knows that it is coming. We have a Hellborn, which is a really good response to the Vulcan. 2 Vulcans in this evac, so the Hellborn is the only thing that's really shooting it right now, but these... the Tribute Pyre, the little guys from the Tribute Pyre are doing like so much damage, tanking so much damage for that. So he was able to kind of like hold that off and not really take too much damage. You can see a lot of the imps are really low health, but he pulled them away just in the nick of time. It looks like Frank is going back in, trying to attack again. That evac is still somewhere doing damage, or planning on doing something. Comes down again. How many imps are we going to lose this time? Last time it didn't really seem like much. We have, ooh, not even 1 imp. I think he was able to save all of the imps. This Hellborn is trying to get that, but he is picked up in the evac and he is sent home. Meanwhile, all this is going on at home. Frank is trying to attack, but there's so many servos that were pulled, and there was an overcharge that went off, and they are all healing this Vulcan, and he is just, you can see the health is actually going up, not down on the Vulcan, so I mean, it's not really good to attack into that. I think Frank really needs to back off here, but he was definitely distracted at the beginning because he was having to deal with that evac drop and save all his workers, which was super detrimental in that situation. So he did that. So in the end, even though his push was kind of unsuccessful, he still has the upper hand because he still has this huge army. There was some servos that went down, I believe.
Dimensional rift detected.
Maybe not too many,
activate soon.
But I mean the army size of cannon is just so small. Both players are still on 2 bases though. We're almost hitting 7 minutes now. I feel like maybe a third is okay. Right as I said that, we have Frank that put a third down. So Frank is putting a third base down.
Appeared.
We have a very far away Stormgate now. When Stormgates spawn this far away, it is a little sketchy to go get them because you could get attacked while you're getting the Stormgate, and then what are you going to do unless you have a split army? But if that evac comes in during this time, this could be really bad for Frank. The evac is actually going to get the Stormgate though. But really, I mean, you only have 2 Vulcans in there. I don't think you can contest all of this with 2 Vulcans. Still no third. We're just pumping out mass Vulcans from Passecanon. And Vulcans, guys, I don't know if you guys know, but Vulcans are really, really, really strong. And especially when you get the servos to heal them. As you saw in that last attack, they could literally be invincible. We got 2 Soul Forge relics from the Stormgate, and Frank chose to actually get 2 more Faerons, which is pretty cool because so we have these unbeatable Vulcans that are just getting healed and are just basically never dying. So now Frank has 3 Faerons. Faerons, they are going to heal. They could heal really good in a trio, I can only imagine. So he's going to come in now this time, but he's going to be able to heal on his own. So now it's not only Cannon that's doing the heals, but it's Frank. 3 Faerons, making these brutes here in the front lines completely invincible. You can actually choose which brute to target so that you can keep the ones that are dying alive as long as possible. And even these med techs cannot out-heal the power of the Faerons. Especially with these Hellborns in the back lines being able to counter the Vulcans just absolutely perfectly. This is basically a beautiful setup, beautiful play from Frank being able to destroy his opponent that was turtling up and going for one of the hardest units to take down. We even have the Repair-O-Matic trying to repair, and then the servos are trying to repair the Repair-O-Matic. So a lot of repairing going down. Really good decision making from Frank to be able to get the 3 Faeron to get his own healing. Really awesome play. It's not every time. We don't always see 3 Faerons. A lot of people choose to use the Soul Forge on like other units like the Hellborns or, you know, a Magmadon or something. So really cool to see 3 Faerons. And Frank takes this game, and we'll see you guys next cast.